Hi, it's Amy from Celebrate Pagan Holidays. Today we are in my kitchen because I'm going to show you a couple of examples of candle dressing. Candle dressing can get a little bit messy. I'm a little bit messy, so that's why we're in my kitchen, because it's easy to clean. So candle dressing is when we anoint the candle. We put oils, herbs. We can use different things. We might write on the candle using a pencil or a sharp object to carve into the wax. We can carve a symbol, we can write a word, we can draw a rune. All of these things help to give the candle more energy. We focus our intention and the intent on that candle, so it just makes the magic more powerful and the candle stronger. So this candle has a specific purpose. I am making it for a friend of mine. This friend has recently moved away from an abusive relationship and is going out on their own. So she has a lot of anxiety, depression, and a lot of decisions to be made. So I chose a light purple candle that is good for decision making. It's good for intuition, and it's good for wisdom as well, because you need that wisdom to make decisions. This is a beeswax candle. I will not be carving or drawing anything on it, in part because this is for her, but also the beeswax, it just has the bumps on it. However, I'm going to, I have some olive oil, and in the olive oil is more the carrier. I've put in several drops of lavender oil. Now I like to use my finger. This kind of connects me with the candle. And I can focus that energy from my body going into the candle. You can also just use like a watercolor paintbrush and paint your herbs, essential oils, right onto your candle. Some people have a certain way they go about painting or putting oils and herbs on the candle. I do not. I just try to cover the candle. When I'm not talking on the video, I'm concentrating on the attention, and I'm focusing on the candle's job and my job as well. I am also putting on some basil. Basil is great for courage, and she needs courage right now. And so the herbs, this is what I said about getting messy. So it's okay to be messy. Nothing wrong with a messy witch. I'm also going to add some rose petals to this candle. We often think of petals, rose petals, as being for a romantic love. But don't forget that self-love is also important. And so sometimes we just really need some self-love. So they might not adhere as well, but I will just place them on the candle. I'm going to let this candle sit for a bit and absorb that energy from the essential oils and the herbs, and then I'm going to take it over to her house so that we can burn that candle. We're just going to do it in a simple single candle ceremony. You could also use this as part of a cutting the cord ceremony, which is often used for breakups. All right, I thought we'd do one more candle for the candle dressing, just because there are so many different types of candles, so many different situations. I just kind of wanted to give another example. So this time I have more of a pillar cup candle. It's just a candlelight candle. I believe it came So because this candle is in a cup, I can't necessarily dress the whole candle. I could, if I wanted, put designs and draw designs on the side of the jar that had spiritual meaning for me. That would be totally okay. This is a green candle. This candle is meant for me personally. So it's summertime, July right now as I'm recording, and I kind of have to make a decision about if I'm going to go back to a full-time teaching job in the fall, or if I'm going to sub and work more on my side business. So career, prosperity, making those career decisions are all great with a green candle. So I have a green candle. I actually have some olive oil, and I've mixed in a little bit of aloe. Here's my aloe plant. One of the leaves actually got a little bit sad, and so I took it off, and I used it on some bug bites that I had to stop the itching and the dryness, and I crushed up a little bit, and I added some olive oil in with here, because aloe is also very good for prosperity and for decisions. And so just like we did with the purple candle, I'm just going to place the olive oil and the aloe. I'm just using the paintbrush. And I also have a mixture of cinnamon. I just purchased the organic cinnamon sticks from Amazon. I get them in this big bag because I use them a lot. Cinnamon is one of my go-to spices for spells, for dressing candles, especially during Yule. I use a lot of cinnamon. So I've mixed some cinnamon and a little bit of basil. So both herbs are very beneficial for prosperity, for making those career kind of changes or decisions, financial matters. So, and I'm just going to kind of spread that on the top of the candle so that it can kind of soak in with the aloe and the oil. And then, like the other candle, I am going to let this sit. This candle was also cleansed and charged. It was cleansed by using sweetgrass as a cleanser, and my sweetgrass and cedar, which was a homemade smudge stick that I had made, because I used this candle once for something else. So if we use a candle, we can totally reuse it again, but we do need to take it through that cleansing and charging period again. So I cleansed this with a smudge, and I charged it. So now it's ready